It's Friday, so I'm here with today's podcast question. Each week for the episode of our Classic Films podcast, It's a Wonderful Podcast, we ask a question related to the movie we're discussing. This week we close out our international horror series with the Ingmar Bergman experimental film Persona. So we asked, what's your favorite avant garde / experimental film? Films that put more focus on the art and the themes rather than a very plotty story. Movies like Fellini's 8.5 or The Lighthouse come to mind. But I actually really love The Lobster. It sets up this sad, almost post-apocalyptic world where essentially you're forced to find your perfect mate or you'll turn into an animal. The low saturation of the film plays into the sad themes, and I love how our characters, despite feeling a ton of emotions, emote in a very dry, monotone way. A really strange and interesting film. But what's your favorite experimental film? Let us know in the comments and we'll read your answers on a future episode of the podcast, and find new episodes of It's a Wonderful Podcast every Friday on the It's a Wonderful Podcast feed.